Hi, I'm Dr. Kirsten Jimenez, and I want to help you get to know your child better. What I'm talking about specifically is through how they rejuvenate. All of us rejuvenate ourselves or refresh and recharge in different ways, but this is specifically about your child and whether or not they're an introvert, an extrovert, or an ambivert. So here are some ways you can tell. If your child is the life of the party, outgoing, super friendly, never met a stranger type of kid, then you probably have an extrovert in your family. Extroverts typically feel recharged and they're happiest whenever they're around people. They can just be playing, they can be laughing, they can be doing something simple, they can be doing a puzzle with someone else. Sometimes just sitting in the same room as another person can be enough to help them recharge their batteries. So what does that information mean to you as a parent? Well, if you see your extrovert being sullen or sad, despondent for some period of time, it might just be that they need some social time. You can kind of tackle that issue by scheduling play dates with them, by taking them to the park, just to be around other children or teens. You can sign them up for activities after school like sports or other clubs, language clubs. They can be involved in your church, Bible study, that kind of thing, or even volunteer work like at an animal shelter, or they could even maybe volunteer in a nursing home. The possibilities for volunteering and having social interaction for your extrovert are endless. If your child is more reserved or shy, maybe a little more timid, or they take more time to warm up, they're slow to warm up to others or to new people, then you might have an introvert in your family. Introverts sometimes get a bad rap for being wallflowers, for being observers more so than participants, for maybe even being a little bit boring, but that's certainly not the case. Introverts can be just as loud, as fun-loving, as free as any extrovert. They just want to do it privately. Introverts typically prefer more one-to-one interactions than they do enjoy time being in groups of people. So what does that mean for you as a parent? That means that your introvert may need to recharge their batteries after a long day at school or even a short day at school. They may need to recharge their batteries after going to a birthday party or a family gathering or anything like that. And it's not because they didn't have fun. It's important to understand that they likely enjoyed themselves doing that, but they also find those activities to be draining for them. And so they'll need some time alone, or possibly just one-on-one with a parent or a friend to be able to just kind of recharge themselves. If your child is someone who demonstrates a combination of traits from introverts and extroverts, your child might be an ambivert. Ambiverts get their energy in both ways, from being alone to recharge and also being with others to recharge. Those kinds of circumstances vary based on each individual ambivert. So some people may be more comfortable in some social interactions or in some social groups, but not in others. So maybe in one group that they go to consistently and often, they may feel very comfortable and feel very refreshed after such activities, but maybe it's around new people or new groups that they don't feel quite the same kind of energy and they feel more drained. As a parent, you may feel frustrated or even embarrassed if your child is an ambivert, because it might be kind of tough for you, especially at first, to kind of understand the dynamics of their social interactions and what their needs are. So it can be kind of difficult to meet their needs, especially as they're younger. But as they grow older, they become more self-aware and more verbal. They'll be able to tell you more about what they need. If they need more alone time, if they need a break from being around people, or if they need extra time to be around people in a specifically or especially stressful week, like around finals week or around STAR testing or something like that. They may need some more social time, or they may need less social time. So the best way to figure that out as a parent is to ask. and to start having the conversation of what do you need. It's also kind of like a science experiment, because sometimes your child might come up to Aunt Crystal and Uncle Justin and give them big hugs, and sometimes they may not want to do that. As a parent, you may be feeling pushed to have them like go anyway to be consistent. Don't. Try your best to be patient and to respect your child's boundaries as you're getting to know them and as they're getting to know themselves. More than likely, they're just working out something internal. So just give them the time and space to do that. There is no one right way to be, and there's also no one way to be that's better than others. That's just how people are. Some people are introverted, some people are extroverted. The best thing you can do as a parent is to get to know your child and to respect them. It can be especially tricky or a little bit more challenging if you have an extroverted parent of an introverted child, or an introverted parent of an extroverted child, because their needs will be opposite of what yours are. And sometimes you'll have to make the compromise of you being an introvert and you still need to take your child out to the park so that they can feel refreshed and rejuvenated. And as an extroverted parent, you may feel, the need again to push your child, like, go be social, and they may, have a kickback, and it's important to respect that and say, I'm not going to push them into this social situation. That's not where they thrive. My best advice to you as parents is to just enjoy your children as they are and do your best to help them navigate through this life. If you struggle in your relationship with your child, or you want to simply learn more about this kind of topic, please reach out to us at Clear Life Counseling and Testing.